which is how we, I'm talking collectively here, locally and globally, can accomplish this. I think you've made a brilliant point that the SDGs, the 17 SDGs, are a toolbox, and they will be applied very differently according to the circumstances. So, for example, in a colder country in Northern Europe, that's where I come from, then renewable energy will take a different complexion. When I flew out of London, there are huge wind farms now in the Thames estuary. That is one solution, wave power. Whereas here, where sunlight is abundant, then you use solar power, you use wind power in a different way. And that is one example of how resources must be used differently according to the situation. But what I think this boils down to is thorough education, but education in the most comprehensive way. And whether we mean education at school, I think this generation, more than any other generation, is globally aware, because wherever you are in the world, you're exposed to global media, you know what is going on in the world. So awareness about sustainable development and the future of our planet can start from a very early age, but it has to go all the way through, so that whatever field of higher education and professional training people are going through, they have to understand that what they are doing is not just limited to the profit line of their company, it's extended to the benefit for the community and for the nation and globally, which is why global interactions are so important. What I've always been impressed by in India is that corporate social responsibility has been understood for centuries here. It's become legalized in a sense in recent legislation, but real CSR has existed here probably for millennia, where in the situation where sustainable development at a local level has always been part of the culture. You take the agriculture in Bengal, it's always been the situation until the last 2 or 3 centuries that the ruling families would make sure that the farmers and the whole community were looked after in the lean times as well as the rich times. And so this is the way, the only way I think, in which real sustainability can be developed, by making sure that education is so comprehensive that an idea that life has to be sustainable is natural and anything else is impossible.
Thank you so much, Geoffrey, and I think this brings us to the end. We are curtailing the session because there's one more session, but he made a great summary for me. Thank you for reducing my work. I'd like to end by the thought that one of the goals is about responsible consumption, so that means that it also devolves to all individuals and all of us individually across the world to ensure that if we are looking at a goal of a better world and a happier world by 2030, each of us has also to take the steps that we are responsible for. Please join me in thanking all our excellent panelists and sharing their views.
Thank you very much to Ms. Pranshul Sharma and the rest of the panelists for conducting this session such seamlessly. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move forward.